Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you. The tower keeps showing up. Okay? The tower keeps showing up. Alright. Let's see what's happening here. This is a general reading. If these messages resonate with you, it's all good. If they don't resonate with you, maybe next time, okay? Thank you all for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. We have the Page of Pentacles. When I open the deck, Page of Pentacles or the Six of Pentacles. This is telling me that you have sown good seeds, or there's someone planting something. But listen, what I did see was some type of red bottle. Okay, there was a red bottle. I don't know if it was painted in red. I'm thinking that it was painted in red, or it may have been wrapped in red. You know how they have the sticky paper? There's some type of paper. I don't know if it's wallpaper, but it has the sticky back, like you can peel the back off. It looks something like that. Okay? And then I'm seeing the tower. This is people working together. If it's concerning that with all the red, it looks like people working together in order to bring some type of um to for you to experience some type of downfall, okay, is what I'm getting here. All right, it was just like a vision. It wasn't like a full dream or anything. It was just like a vision. Okay, so let's see what I was picking up here. Holy Spirit, what messages do we have for the collective? Holy Spirit, with the help of the Most High God, what are the messages for the collective concerning that red bottle? What are the messages concerning that red bottle? We have an Emperor. Temperance. Six of Pentacles. So we may have an Emperor, someone in authority, along with a Sagittarius. Or this could have just been a Gemini. What? Okay. That's like three major arcana. So this is telling me that whatever was done, you were protected from it. Whatever was done in the spiritual, you see how I just like almost lost my words here? Whatever was done in the spiritual realm, you were protected from it. It looked like someone may have paid someone to come against you. This could be someone of the same sex, okay? This could be someone of the same sex. This could also be someone in power or someone of authority who paid, it looks like a worker, to get some work done on you. They work together in order for them to do this. With the Wheel of Fortune here, strong Sagittarius, Four of Wands. They wanted you misguided, and they wanted you to lose out on an opportunity here. They wanted you to lose money. They wanted you to be stagnant and completely gone. For some of you here, they may have done some death magic, okay? They may have been looking into you for a long time, or they may have been doing this work on you for a while. They're saying it's up from 6 months up to a year. They've been doing this. They've been working together, trying to get you trapped up, trying to get you to lose some kind of partnership that may be coming towards you. They thought that they could stagnate it. Okay? They didn't think that they could stagnate it. They thought that they could like make you miss out on it completely. Okay, for some of you here, this is binding magic, okay, that they did. So some of you, they did binding magic. For some of you, they did death magic. For some of you here, they did um the same third eye and crown chakra magic. Okay? That's the magic that they did. They've paid a lot of money to do this too. Yeah, they've paid a great amount of money, a large sum of money to do this to you. Okay? They thought that it would be able to stop your celebrations. They thought that it would be able to stop you from growing. They thought that it would stop you from going through some type of ascension, something that, and it doesn't necessarily have to be ascension, but it could be your ascension, but it could also be like to stop you from gaining, okay? Some type of partnership, maybe some type of collaboration, maybe some promotion, maybe a raise or something like that, because we have the money here. And with the emperor is giving me the energy of a boss figure, or it could be a manager at work, it could be a father figure, okay? It could be your employer, all right? So, but they have someone who's working with them, okay? They have someone who's working with them. They feel like they're bringing balance to a situation when it comes to you, okay? But the situation is already balanced. So this is giving me an energy where you may have more experience than even maybe the boss or the manager or something like that, and they're trying to shun you to make it look like you don't know what you're doing in order for them to like humiliate you. Okay, with the Hermit card here and the Eight of Swords here, this is humiliation. For some of you here, this could also be if you're in a long-term relationship or if you have a partner, this is giving the energy of abuse. Okay, someone is being abused, especially mentally. Someone is being mentally abused here. Okay, someone is always in their mind, stuck in their mind. And for some of you here, it's because of finances, it's because of money. Maybe some of you are experiencing a tough time and your partner don't know how to like relieve the stress. Okay, they don't know how to relieve the stress. Maybe this is something new to them. Maybe you guys were well off with the wheel of fortune here. You guys were well off, and all of a sudden something may have happened. They may have had some type of emergency, some emergency spending. This could also be like um, the what you call it. This could be like the emergency truck thing, the ambulance, EMT. Okay, this could be EMT. So for some of you here, it may have been something that they were not expecting. Maybe they fell sick, or maybe you fell sick or something, and they overspent. So now they're in a pickle, but they're stressed out. Okay, they're stressed out mentally. They're stressed. Okay, for some of you, if this is not it, and it's bringing me back to the two individuals who have attacked you, who have collaborated to attack you, okay, they've lost their money. The money that they invested in order to trap you up or to cause some type of failure for you, they've lost that money, okay? So I want to see what else is going on here. They've been spying on you, maybe trying to figure out what's the best course of action to take when it comes to you, when it comes to your stability. Okay, when it comes to your stability, so you may be connected to these people somehow through money, through finances, because you see how the pentacle is joined here, the child is joined to the pentacle, the dog is joined to the pentacle, the dog is chained to the man, the child is chained, okay, the child is joined to the woman, the child is joined to the man, the woman is joined to the pentacle, um, the pentacle is joined to the kids, okay. So this is something that's like it's in it has to do with finances, it has to do with stability. Someone wanted a leg up on you, okay. This person wanted you to be worried. This person wanted you to be in your head. But the Most High said, everything that you touch will grow. Everything you touch will grow. Okay? And success is on its way to you quickly. Okay, so for some of you, you may have been praying, you may have been in um, an energy of resting and praying. Some of you may have been in an energy of fasting, okay, and praying, but healing as well. But this is telling me that um, you may have had to pull back, okay? You may have had to pull back maybe on your spending, or, you know, maybe partying too much or going out too much or something like that, for better self-care, in order for you all to be able to get success when it comes to your finances, in order to heal your finances. So it's just giving me the energy of having to hold back, maybe not spending so much, or not just cutting back. Overall, cutting back would help. But whatever impact these people who attacked you here, whatever impact they thought that what they did was going to have, they're sorely disappointed. For some of them, they try to get you locked up. Okay, they try to get you locked up. They may have collaborated with maybe an ex or something like that, or someone who knew you from the past or something like that. But the person they thought that you were when they attacked you is definitely not the person that you are now. Maybe this is something that's been ongoing for a while, because with the eight, we can usually see the eight is recurring cycles, is the infinity symbol. So with the eight, they may have done this to you a few times, and they may have gotten some type of payment out of it. They may have gotten collaborations out of it. They may have gotten a leg up on you. Okay, and you may have been wondering why you've been doing all of this, or why you've been going through all of this, and other people are enjoying the fruits of your labor. This is why this person in authority, along with another person that they bribed or they paid to attack you, to come after you, they're the reason why you've been having all of these delays. And what has happened, the last time that they tried it, they may be trying it right now, or they may be doing it like right now as I'm speaking. They may be doing it right now as I'm speaking, but the results that they got in the past is not the result that they're gonna get this time. They're gonna lose everything that they have. They're gonna lose everything that they have, everything that they've had, everything that they will ever have. They're about to lose all of it, okay? And you're about to gain all of it, because you went and did some deep introspection. When you realize that nothing was working for you, nothing was going for you, nothing was happening for you, you did some real deep introspection. 1313 on the clock, okay? Which is death and rebirth. Okay, so every single time they cause a death in your life, maybe physical or metaphorical, they got paid. Okay, now that death is happening in their lives. Okay, that death is about to transpire in their lives. Okay, let's see what else we have here for you, Holy Spirit. What other messages do we have here? So the bottle was, maybe they put your name in a jar, maybe they put your name on an altar, but something to do with red. If you're seeing people in red, if you're seeing a lot of people in red, or you're seeing a lot of red images or something like that, they most definitely attacked you spiritually, and it's being cleansed. Okay, it's being cleansed. You see, I usually don't put these two red gems here, but I was guided to put it this week for some reason. So that's just confirmation to let them know that if they're attacking me or anybody in my collective, you already know how it's gonna end. It's not gonna end pretty for you. Okay, it's not gonna end pretty for you. And I'm not saying that out of spite. I'm not saying that out of any negative feelings, but I'm just telling you that it is the truth. And again, we have the symbol of the infinity sign here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll fix it a little bit. Face the light. It's gonna end very badly for you, because I feel like you've done this more than one time, They may have caused a lot of confusion for you, or this is what that they're trying to do. They're trying to make you feel like you're confused or you're crazy, or what you're seeing, what you're thinking, what you're saying is the wrong thing. They're causing, like, these seven of cups here. The seven of cups is always about illusions, things that are not there. So they've been playing mind tricks on you. They've been doing things in the dark, maybe, like I said, doing things in the dark. Of course they have, because we have the raven right here, the crow. We have the crow right here. So they may be using, like, animal sacrifices and stuff like that in order to cause some type of mind fog, or mind control. Yeah, some type of mind control, or some type of mind fog, or something like that. So for some of you here, you may have been missing sleep, you may have been losing sleep. And look, there's this red cup here with the snake inside. So I know that I'm not just talking out my ass. I know what I see when I see it. This red one here that's standing out is the snake and whatever. Okay, you're seeing the snake, something to do with a ladder. Okay, this is something to do with a ladder. They may be doing things with bats. Okay, they may be doing things with bats, or with the bat spirit, using the bat spirit or something. So some of them, they're using um skulls. Okay, skulls and bones and stuff like that. Okay, but this is letting you know that whatever it is that they do, whatever they try to make you believe, you're not believing any of it. It's all a facade. It's not real. Okay? And I feel like you didn't have enough confidence in the past to know that, what to realize what they were doing. Maybe your discernment wasn't as sharp. Okay? Maybe you wasn't as aware as you are now. But this is confirmation to let you know that you see everything that they're doing. You've seen it and you've heard it. Okay? So you're guided to take specific steps in order to protect yourself, and in order to break the illusion. Okay? To cut the illusion out. All right, let's see what else we have here for them. We already know they ain't shit, so let's keep going. Holy Spirit, what other messages do you have here for the collective? What messages do you have for the collective, Holy Spirit? We have creeping, you see? Told you, they've been spying on you. Creeping on you. They're played out. You know why they're played out? Because you've already seen them. The Holy Spirit has already revealed to you what they're up to. You know what they're thinking about? Money. That's what they're thinking about. That's their main focus. Their main focus is money. If you cut the sauce, if you cut it out completely, there's nowhere for that spell work to go but back to them. Okay? You already have the inside scope. You have already taken a closer look. But they're all up in your business. They've been all up in your business, all up in your finances. They may have been counting your pocket, counting your money, counting how much money that come into you, how much money that you make. Um, if this is a job, they stick around just to see, just to find out how much money that you're making or whatever, trying to maybe check your hours and shit like that. But it's the same shit, different day. Okay? These people, they're like, they're like flies. Okay? And I don't want to talk down on nobody, but when you're doing shit like that, you're a fly. You're irritating. Okay? You're an irritant. A minuscule irritant, but you're so annoying. Okay? And it annoys me to find out that there are people like this that's so pressed about you. They're so pressed about what you're doing. If you say you don't give a fuck about a person, why are you so pressed? You don't care about the person. Why are you so pressed? Is what I don't understand. And they're pressed because they're seeing that the spell work is not working. It is not working. You're still on the hustle. You're still on the grind. You're still making it rain. You're still focused. You're still getting money. Okay, you focused on your money. For some of you, you may have moved. You may have moved into a new home. For some of you, you may be moving into a new home, and being that you have moved or you're moving into a new home, they spine even more intensely because they want to know where you're going, what you're doing, who you're with, how much you're paying, all that shit. They want to find out. They have a bad reputation of doing that. So this is telling me that this is something that they do continuously. So this is something they may do yearly. Okay. So if this is something that they do yearly, I'm convinced that this may be a cult, or they may be using some type of lunar cycle, or they're using some type of ancient magic or something like that in order to sacrifice people to take their money. This grudge holder here, they may be using candles here. Okay, they may be using candles. They may have your picture on an altar or something like that. Or yeah, they may have your picture on an altar with some type of binding. Okay, some type of binding here. Okay, they may have done some candle work with some binding magic here. Okay, to ruin your reputation. Okay, to ruin your reputation. Okay, looking you up. Like I told you, they're researching you. They're looking for things on you. They're looking to find out what you're doing, where you're going, bitch, who you with, what you're doing 21 on the clock. Okay, when I said that, 21 on the clock. So we have mirroring energies crying over you. Okay, they invested in the wrong thing. Now they're sad, they're hurt, they're upset because you escaped. Okay, you escaped. This boss daddy here that thought that they would be able to stop you is realizing that you're taking their place. Okay, you're taking their place. You're replacing them. Okay, and you have the evidence and the proof that they tried to stagnate you. With the Hermit card, you have the evidence and the proof that they tried to stagnate you. For a lot of them, they're gonna be they're gonna have to answer. Okay, they're gonna have to answer. For some of them here, if this is a job place, a workplace or something, they were making up so many lies about you. Never has the facts, make shit up and lie. Okay, they were making so much shit up about you, and now they're gonna have to answer to either the owner of the company or the bigger boss. They're gonna have to answer to this person because whoever they collaborated with, you know, if it's another person that they collaborated with that you've been working with, everybody know that this person is bottom of the barrel. Everybody knows that this person is bottom of the barrel. 22:44, as I say that on the clock. Everybody knows that they're envious, they're jealous, they're a hater. Okay, they don't like anybody but themselves. They only in it to get what they can get. They love attention. They're a groupie, and they just don't make no sense. So if you collaborating with a person like that, then the higher ups have to look into you. What are your characteristics? Okay, what are you on? All right. Now, for some of you, they just don't like you because I feel like for some of you here, they've been stealing from the job. They've been stealing from the job. 23, as I said that on the clock, they've been stealing on the job. And it looks like from the time that you were placed there, or the time that you came there, or the time that you started working there, you not being on their bullshit. That's why they feel it's imperative to get rid of you because you're the odd one out. If we're all doing it, why don't you do it? You think you're better than us? No, we don't think we're better than you. We know we're better than you because we don't have to steal in order to make it in life. Okay? We don't have to steal. We don't have to steal energy. We don't have to steal money. We don't have to steal goods. We don't have to steal products. We can create our own. That's what we do. That's what the divine collective does. We create what's our own. We don't sit and wait for a handout. We don't sit and wait to bring another person down just because we want to steal their spot, or just because we want to steal their goods, or just because we want to steal their work, just because we want to steal their position. We don't do that. We create. If you want that position, I guarantee you the divine collective will leave that position for you and create a whole new one for themselves, because that's what the fuck we do. We ain't mad at you. But then they attack you, they realize that the attacks don't work, then they get mad at you because the attacks don't work and it backfires on them. How you gonna get mad when you did that? Instead of creating something positive for yourself, you created catastrophe and chaos for another person in their life. And now that the chaos and the catastrophe has backfired on you, okay, now you're mad. Why you mad? You can't be mad. You can't be mad. You got to take that lick, take that L, okay? And, that's all they are, comics. They're all comics. Can't fully trust them, tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And that's exactly what we're doing because we already know that you're our enemy. You may not think we know, but we know. And for some of them, they don't care that we know that they're our enemies, okay? But we deal with them accordingly. Okay, that's trying to fool the fool that think they're fooling you, fooling the fool that think they're fooling you, fooling the fool that think that they're fooling you. Okay, and they can do whatever it is that they want. They can jump, they can skip, they can hop, whatever they want to do. Jump on one foot, hop on the other one, cut one of their fingers, cut piece of the air, put one of their teeth in it. It don't matter what they do. What's for you is for you, and they cannot take it away, and they're pissed. They're pissed and they're mad. Number one, they can't control you. That's for sure. They cannot control you. They cannot manipulate your emotions. They cannot manipulate your mind. Okay? All that magic that they did, all that mental magic, the third eye chakra magic, the what you might call it. I always forget the one on the head. The crown chakra magic, okay, none of it is working. It's not working because we're too mentally strong, okay? We're too mentally strong. The reason we're mentally strong is because we had to weather so much. We've gone through so much, okay? Storm after storm after storm after storm after storm, okay? We had to weather the storm. We had to build strength. We had to build perseverance. We had to build resilience, okay? So when you come with your petty bullshit and think that, oh, a bottle is gonna take them out, motherfucker, please. A bottle? And what, it don't even matter what deity you use, what realm you take it from, who you use to do it, who created all of it? The Most High God. And if the Most High God can create it, the Most High God can destroy it. Okay? Or reverse it in your case because you're getting it back, you're getting it all back, and they're in regret, blaming you, being distant, feeling guilty, they're feeling ashamed. Why? You were not feeling ashamed when you were doing it around the fall. So this is telling me that this is something that they do around the fall, every year around the fall, but this shit is played out. This shit is played out. You all ain't going nowhere with that shit. Everybody's admiring you. Everybody's inspired by you. Or you're being inspired right now by songs. You may have an emotional bond and telepathic love. Or you may just be connected with your entire spiritual team who already have the inside scoop on these dirty ass motherfuckers. You may be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or this may be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that's been in your energy doing that. It could also be someone who don't know how to control their emotions, someone who reminisces about you, looking at your photos, thinking about the good times, thinking about you, dwelling on you, or you're thinking about how you're going to make it rain a little bit harder. You're going to make it rain a little bit harder. You're going to be a little bit more focused, okay? You're getting it. You're remembering who you are. You're remembering what you're here for. And justice is on your side. Legal matters, divorce, legal papers, court visit, but justice is on your side regardless of all this. All of this they wanted. They wanted legal matters for you. If you're in a relationship, they wanted you to get divorced. You may have received some legal papers. You may have to go to court. Something concerning a move or something like that. This is telling me that if you were looking for a place and some papers needed to be signed, the papers have been signed and they've been sent off. They're in denial because they thought that they could give you a bad reputation. They have to face the truth and they have to leave you alone. Okay? They refuse to give up. But the bad reputation is on them now. Everybody's looking at them because they wanted revenge. They didn't want revenge on you. They just wanted you to feel some type of pain. This is just the pattern. Like I told you, the eight, the recurring events, the infinity sign, all of these things. Now they're getting annoyed. They're being childish. They don't know how to take the L and love it. But they wanted you to take it and love it, didn't they? You close off to them, and now they're experiencing anxiety. They're still refusing to give in. They still want to show up like, they have an opportunity or they have a slight chance of getting you or getting to you or messing things up for you. They're still in denial. They're not facing up to it. They're still in denial. You need to give it up because they're a clown. Appearances, humiliation, feeling ashamed. They should be feeling ashamed. Okay? If they have any shame in them, they should be feeling ashamed. But for a lot of them, they don't have no shame. They may be going back to the practitioners talking about we can work it out. They may be negotiating, maybe begging the practitioner, okay, begging the practitioner to work with them or something like that. Maybe they're doing work on consignment and they want me to shut the fuck up. Exposure, being judged, hiding truth. They want me to shut the fuck up. Okay? You have the proof. We have the proof that you tried to eliminate this person. We have the proof that you were spreading lies, rumors, and gossip on this person. We have the proof that you tried to sabotage them. Okay? We have the proof that you did that. Okay? And what you're going to do about it, there's nothing you can do about it. While you over there trying to destroy another person, there are many options and opportunities being presented to them, or they're creating many options and opportunities in their life while you stay miserable. Okay, you need to learn to love yourself. Okay, you need to learn to love yourself. They're fired up. They want to fight. They want to argue. They want to cause some type of misunderstanding. Maybe around the springtime they did that. They did have, you guys may have had a misunderstanding, or they may have done something around the springtime to start off. I heard to start off. To start off the spell work. They thought that would bring you down. Hello. Holy Spirit, what message do we have for the collective here? What message do we have for the collective, Holy Spirit? What messages do we have for the collective? You're always going to be protected. You're always going to be protected. Your spiritual team is protecting you. Your spiritual team is with you. The spiritual team will never leave you. Okay? Stay connected to your spiritual team. Stay connected to the Most High God. Okay? The God of all God, the King of all kings, honey. Okay? Now they're hesitating whether or not to come to do the work again, or the practitioner is hesitating whether or not to do the work again because they're in regret. The practitioner may have suffered from some type of backfire too. They may have been robbed. Okay, they were trying to rob you, or what they were trying to do was to rob you, but now they're hesitating whether or not they should. They should think carefully and take care of themselves because what's in store for them, the same way they started, as soon as they started, as soon as they planted the seed, as soon as they put your name in the mouth, as soon as they put your name in whatever it is that spell work, whatever it is that they did, as soon as they did that, it was washed away. Okay? It was washed away. And it was planted in their own garden. It was planted in the garden. Okay? And your spiritual team is letting you know that we made a promise to you. You remain diligent, and we're we're making good on that promise because you're a gift, the gift of justice and fairness. Okay, karmic law is on your side. They're committed to you, or this is the binding. Okay, for some of you, you are binded to the situation for a little bit, but when they try to do it this, what they said, when they tried to do it this, was it, it wasn't fall. When they tried to redo it or restart it in the springtime, they got binded to it. Okay, they still, that's why I tell you, they're still thinking, they're in denial, they're still thinking that whatever the work is, it's working on you. It's not. It's not. They're in a daydream, a full-fledged fantasy. Okay, full-fledged fantasy, and you have the proof of that. Okay, the case is closed when it comes to you. Them harvesting energy off of you, them harvesting from you, them trying to put you in a bind because they're in their pride and ego. They have low self-esteem, they have no self-worth, they're seen as a clown. Okay, and you're seen as a sweetheart. You're seen as a sweetheart. Everybody loves you, girl, boy. You see, everybody loves you. You're reserved for the best. You're reserved for the best because you know how to keep your mouth shut and you know how to get to work, making your enemies think that they're winning when all that's occurring in their life is natural disasters and death and nightmares. Okay, they may have been robbed of some type of real estate or something like that, some type of investment. They may have felt like they've been robbed of their wealth. Okay, robbed blind, that I heard. Okay, so the spiritualists took their money and ran off. The spiritualists took their money. Mm, the spiritualists took their money and ran off. That's crazy. That's diabolical. Crazy work. That's crazy work. So it looked like the spiritualist was a fake, a fraud too. Okay, so maybe they were trying to commit some type of fraud when it comes to you, financial fraud, or to block your money or whatever. The spiritualists then took their money and ran off, child. But some of them, they have like charges on their bank cards that they have no idea who took it, who used it, where it came from, but them charges are sticking. Them charges, they ain't getting nothing back. They ain't getting shit back. Nothing. The snake here. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. This snake here, you gotta be careful with them. The slithering tongue. They're ridiculous because all your wishes coming true, your heart's desire is ready to come true, all your wishes are coming true. That's what they wanted to block. I even heard, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I heard. I heard that, sometimes when people actually doing like spell work and stuff like that on you, and not spell work, like when people read like your future and stuff like that, like in the cards, or they go get a reading or something like that, and they know that you're about to like receive something big, what they do whilst you're sleeping, they stay up. So anytime like your blessing about to come through, they're up and they have a way of like siphoning it from you or trying to take it from you or something like that. But they be doing spell work and stuff like that. So that's why a lot of times when you're on a spiritual journey, they usually tell you to be up, or sometimes spirit is going to wake you around that time between the hours of 12 and 4. Spirit is going to wake you. If you wake up around that time, like out of the blue, you wake up at around anytime between 12 and 4 a.m., you need to start praying because someone is trying to like siphon, I wouldn't say your destiny, but any opportunities, any good opportunities that may be opening up for you, they're up trying to siphon it and redirect it to themselves. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. I heard that. Okay. I don't know. Lion. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Okay, but what's happening here, maybe this person tried to do that to you, and one of your spirit guides or one of your spirit animals, they were waiting for them at the door. They like, come in, come, let me show you something. Come. Right there. Her blessing is her or his blessing is right there in the corner. You can go ahead and take it and tore that ass up. Tore that ass up. You hear me? Tore that ass up. They're under judgment. That looked like a man running, right? It looked like a man running or a spirit running or something like that. Spirit saw them. They're under judgment. Soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. And we have owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. The last one, fire. Let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. And that's a 10, which brings it to a perfect ending for a new beginning. 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. So a perfect ending for a brand new beginning. Under the deck, we have number 19 again. Perfect ending to start a new beginning with luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. That's why I tell you, we create opportunities. We don't got to steal them. 40-40, 40-40 on the clock. We ain't got to steal them. 40-44, 4-4-4. We ain't got to steal them, honey. We don't have to. We don't have to. Because we know what pain is. We know what trauma is. We know what being without is. We know what going, going without. We know what that is. But we never give up. We remain devoted. We remain faithful. Okay, 41-14 on the clock. We remain devoted. We remain faithful. Okay, and I mean, you can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. It's okay for, for you to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Instead of being hateful and grudgeful and just disgusting and pathetic. You can do better. 41-41 on the clock. 41-44 on the clock. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I love each and every single one of you. And I'll be back with more messages for you guys.